or hello if I've already seen this morning. So welcome to the Get Ready for the Day routine. This is the intermediate version. We do head to toe, wake up our bodies, get moving so we can face the day a little more alert, a little more awake. And at the end, we are going to be dancing a little because this is Dance Channel. We are doing merengue, so we're mostly just dancing, but we're also bit by bit learning a bit of technique. Because even something with merengue, which is just kind of marching, there are things you can do to make even your merengue a little more fancy. So we'll be doing that. And my Fireflies today we'll be posting, it's going to be pre-recorded this time, our choreography workshop. It's going to be all for Christmas, a cover, and by Lucy Grau, if you want to prepare it ahead of time. And it's going to be a little bit of salsa, but it's mostly going to be a fusion. So I'm going to be posting a separate video with a salsa basic in case you haven't done salsa before. And the rest is just kind of freestyle, so try it out and make it yours. All right, my Fireflies. So planting your feet a little wider than your shoulders, and on every part of your foot to touch the ground, your toes, and in the middle of your toes, and the balls of your feet, and your arches, the outside of your foot, and your heels, and plant to the ground, and you've got roots growing into the ground, keeping you nice and sturdy there. And breathing in, and breathing out. Just going halfway. And breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. And letting go. This is at the top of your neck, and this is gentle. Not trying to do anything extreme here. And nodding your head yes. Coming back up, doing little tilts. Ears go to your shoulder. And coming back up, and now chin is sinking. So you're just kind of making a V. Down in the middle, and to the sides. And coming back up. And shoulders coming up and down, and up, and down, up, and down, and now one shoulder. It doesn't really matter what you start on. I try and just mix it up a little bit so I don't get too much in the habit of one side, although I tend to start from my right. Trying to isolate that shoulder, just your shoulders going up. And rolling your shoulders back. And rolling them forward. And forward. Back. And then stretching one shoulder forward. The other shoulder goes forward. And one shoulder. And the other. And the other. And the other. And back to neutral, and then I'm going to go back with one shoulder, the other shoulder, and one shoulder, and the other shoulder. And as I say, we're going to move down. So Ari is not there, so I'm sorry if I'm not answering. You can always then write us or comment later. We trying to reply to everybody. So, using just the top part of your body, the rest of it is just going to stay very straight and grounded. And come back and forth, just using your upper body. And let's use that upper body to go forward, back, and forward, and back. So I'm staying pulled up in the lower half. Just using that upper half. And let's do a little circle, that upper body, again, just your upper body. And to the other side, around. And coming back to the middle, and just your forearms, down, elbows at your side, and rotating them outwards as much as you can. And still just the lower arms. And elbows coming up and down. And as elbows are going to be going to the front. And then to the back. And let's give our elbows a stretch. Up again. And the other one. And then I'm stretching back to the side. And to the other side. Down again. So, rolling wrists in. And rolling back out again. And opening and closing fingers and toes, scrunching them up and down like a fan. Try to do your toes too. Don't forget about your toes. At least try and wiggle them a little. Try and move them. Get the blood flowing in there. And then we're going to do thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. Thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. I'm trying to do it with my toes too. I'm not working out quite as well. And then pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. And give our wrists a stretch while we're here. And the other one. And then going downwards. For some reason this one always like, find this one harder than the going up one. Alright, shake. And arms going up and down. And stretching way up and down. And stretching and down. Up and down. And to the front. And down. And down. And up. And down. And bring the arms out to the side. Just a little bit. And this is mostly coming from, so the elbows are going to be rotating up and down. That's your upper arm really that's doing that. I'm going to try and feel your shoulder blades. Rotation here. You're at the top of your shoulder. Let's rotate in and out. Alright, take another stretch if you want. Across. And going to the side. Get a little stretch first and then lengthening to come up, and then we're just going to go from side to side. Lengthening to come up and to the side, and side, and side, and side. Up and middle. shake. One leg in front. Maybe into the front leg to stretch the back. And the hinge right here. Forward. And then pressing in, straighten up that front leg. And try and keep the back straight, coming back up. And bending. Bend both legs or just one leg. Stretch that. Give yourself a different stretch in that back leg. Make sure the knee is going straight over the foot. You can turn it out a little just for balance, but like that. All right, straighten out your front leg if you haven't already. You're going to hinge down again. And going into your leg. And flattening out your back to come back up. And moving to the other side. Alright, one leg is going to go in front. Stretch that out. And hinging here. And down. Straighten it out. And flattening your back to come up. And going into that back leg. Bending it just to stretch a different part of your leg. Straightening the front one out. And ranging over. And this one. Now we stretch here. Not overemphasize flat back coming up, how important stretching is. I know it's the boring part and it hurts a little, but please do it because it is so important. Okay, let's dip our quads. Make it quick. This is one. If I don't stretch out my quad, I just don't feel good. Especially because a lot of the styles I'm doing now, they're kind of on a bent knee, so you can put some pressure on there. In the beginning, it feels like you're doing squats. Okay, so let's resting on the balls of your feet. And you lean into it. First give it a little stretch. And then we're going to be pressing to the ground to come back to our supporting leg. And leaning over it and pressing into the ground. Back to your supporting leg. Ground. Back to supporting leg. And the other one. First one is slow because you're stretching it out a little. And then pressing to the ground to come back to your supporting leg. Ground. Supporting leg. And ground. Supporting leg. And ground. Supporting leg. Back. Shaking it out a little bit. Do a little twisting today too. And then maybe let's do a little back too. I hadn't planned on it, but okay. So we're gonna look up at the sky and come back. And this is mostly in your upper back. Feel it right there. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I'm trying to feel your upper back moving. And let's just do some twisting. Bend your knees a little bit for this one. And just let that swing back and forth. Alright, keep swinging that back and forth. This time, I'm going to swing up onto one leg. And you might swing with one leg and then the other. Nice broad movement here. Coming back to the middle, almost to the finish line, almost to our merengue. So I'm going to do one more exercise here where we're going to be moving one entire side of our body. So instead of walking normally like you do with your arms and legs in opposition, I want you to try and take those Frankenstein steps. So you're moving your whole body to take that step, and your body. These are little steps. They don't have to be big, but you're moving the same arm as legs. So you're like doing kind of a Frankenstein step. And since you're walking, you're moving your weight forward onto the leg you're stepping on. So we'll be using that as we come back to our merengue. So merengue is, what's this? It's walking. It's marching. It's, you can go somewhere with it. You can do it in place. You can do it in circles. But the important thing in merengue is just keep your feet moving all the time. So you are marching. You can do it on your own. You can do it with a partner, a snake. So holding on to each other. Very fun dance. So now we've been kind of moving our arms around. I've been doing it, turning in circles. And to turn in a circle, all you're doing is you're just slowly rotating. Nothing fancy. You're just going around, and that can be as quickly or as slow as you want. And then we've done the weight shift exercise, which we're going to do again today. We're going to be going from one foot to the other. This way we're going to do slowly, so we're not worried about the music. When we start, we're just going to step on each leg and bring our weight right over it. So as we do this exercise here, think about that a little, like, boom, you're bringing one half forward and bringing the other half forward, and one half. So we're just shifting from foot to foot with our entire body. And we'll be moving our arms a little. So we're going to do that slowly, and then we're going to move back into the real tempo and just do a merengue. We keep moving all the time. We'll do different things with our arms. And I'm also going to add a little bit of, if you just take your elbows and let them drop, and elbows and drop, and elbows and drop, elbows and drop, a little better. Just separately. Why don't you do it as you march? Just picking your elbows up and let them go. Pick them up, let them go. Pick them up, let them go. Ready? Let's get music. All right, let's do our weight shift first. Start with that. thank you so much for joining, and hopefully you're really good with this so I can respond a little bit more to the other stuff. And we will be doing, we'll be posting our choreography workshop later on today. And it's going to be All I Want for Christmas. It's a cover by Lucy Grau. And there's going to be a separate salsa video with just an explanation of the basic rhythm, because there's just a little bit of that in there. Just a couple of basics, a little bit of that, because there is, it's a redo of the song with that salsa in the background. So my Fireflies, thank you so much for being here. We are here for you Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to get ready for the day routine with dancing, and in between, live. We post other dance videos, and now we are doing our final choreography workshop of 2025. So be sure and join us for that. So, love to you all, my Fireflies, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.